He didn't know that his skin was an organ. Yeah, it functions as its own thing. Everything functions as its own thing.
I realized that when I had a splinter in my finger and I could not get it out.
Yikes! What kind? Was it made out of hair?
It was no, it was a wooden splinter. It was in the stump. I could not get that off for nothing.
It was in yours?
After a couple of months, I started feeling the tip of it. My finger had pushed it out.
Oh, thank God.
I pulled it all the way out until I can grab it.
Whip something and get it out.
It was in there, it was right underneath my skin. But it's like toxins and stuff, yeah. So once if it's something not supposed to be in your body, it's going to come out.
Yep.
You ready? Yep. Something, it may take a while for some, but if it's not supposed to be there, it's going to come out.
It's going to get dislodged.
Yeah.
Or the body going to fight with it until it gets it out. It's all science that we kick in. Fairy tales are science, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's also just starting to not accept what was given, but learn for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking about that age, and I'm like, you know what? I said, it's fucked up that they pressing you out to get an A on a lie in history.
You said it's effed up that
they pressed me out to get an A on a lie
in history class.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't really learn my history until I was out of fucking school. My real history.
Job.
You know what I'm saying?
That's job right
now.
You're
telling me that fucking Christopher Columbus discovered fucking America. No, the fuck he didn't.
That nigga
you
came
tell me
and
the
took somebody's
only people
stuff.
who was here was Native Indians and all this dumb shit and, you know, no, it wasn't.
At all. At all.
No, you made me believe that the white man created every goddamn thing.
Y'all, they played with us. They played with us.
No.
They played with us. You know what? I'm glad that these women have talked me off the ledge. Because these, watch this. I was about to stop cutting, yo.
You never said that.
I did, but you know what I realized? That's not my thing. This is my thing. But the thing is, my thing is a broadcast. So if you are coming in here, then you are getting broadcasted. Because I got to utilize the teachings that you share with me, you know?
Right.
I got to utilize these teachings with everybody. Because these guys, you know, all y'all are what taught me everything I know. Hanging out with a shop, you hang out with everybody. Everybody's around the way. Everybody's outside. You know?
You learn more when you be quiet.
Aristocrating it up, right? Awesome aristocrat stuff. A barbershop is like an aristocracy, you know? Aristocracy, I don't know how to pronounce that. Aristocracy. So, hanging out in the first shop, I loved that because it was a real gutter, visceral, like business going on in here, you know? Real killers, real hustlers, real boxers, real politicians,
the dummies,
real, but it's dummies, and it was ones that didn't.
But then you saw people learn.
Yep. It was an amazing.
What that was all about. You remember I used to get my hair cut and sit down there for 2 hours after
all the time. All the time. A lot of women do not watch the barbershop, right? And you can be there all day. It's fun. So now I'm like, I miss it. I miss it a lot. So I cannot create what. Watch this. A woman cannot create a man's atmosphere, just like a man cannot create a woman's atmosphere. Being inside of a barber shop is being inside of a man's atmosphere. You hear how they learn, you hear how they talk, you hear how they love, you hear how they nurture, you hear how they hurt, you hear how they fight, you hear how they spin, you hear how they fuck, you hear how they eat, how they gamble, you hear everything. You hear how they heal. You hear how they teach. You hear so much. It is. It still is.
No holds barred.
It still is. Now, a lot of women come as a visitor. You know, ma'am, I come and I have a seat. You know, so I know different stuff because I'm in the club.
Good.
So I want to tell everybody else what I learned, but people be hemmed up with how do I know? I told you I'm a barber.
Yeah.
That's how I know.
I'm gonna say.
I'm not married to one man. I'm married to hundreds of men. Lots of them. And it was a hard job being in there and the only woman amongst all these guys. And you not a, and they thought you not a dom, you not a, they couldn't figure it out. Tamika's a girl, oh, she's a girl barber. Yeah. That's a whole nother cat, man.
And you see, that's when you're a secure woman.
You have to be.
Meaning that you your skin has toughened.
Yep.
I'm quite sure in your first experience you was a little like whoa.
It makes you, yeah.
But it then made you, you know what I'm saying? It made other ones more accepting of you being there, but not going too hard. You know what I'm saying? Some, not all.
Some.
But once they got to know who you was and that
listen, but that's
she's
because
a part of it, she cool.
Yeah, listen.
We're not insulting you or making you feel uncomfortable because you already know where you at. So you like, yeah, I'm fine.
I'm cool, whatever. At the end of the day, whatever. Y'all can say what you want. Now, watch this. Seeing all of it, living with it in harmony, I got bumped and bruised quite a bit in there. But now I know what I was doing. I read this book and now I know what I was doing when I was doing it, and now I can control it.
Right.
So I don't have to fight with men no more. In fact, I don't never fight with no guys no more. Stay in the girl lane. You want to be with a guy, stay in your lane as a girl. Don't jump on his side. Stay with SWV with your nails done. Stay, like for real. You want a guy who's working and come and spend all this money with you? Hey honey, I'll be right with you. You want him to spend all this money with you? You have to sit here and be what he needs. Listen to what this girl talk about on SWV. The girls don't do this no more for real because they got jobs. Your job, your man now. You get your hair done for your job. You don't do this for him. You don't do this for him. You supposed, and when you do it for your man, you doing it for God. That's the beauty of it. You see what I'm saying? When you do what you really supposed to do for him, you doing for God. You're not doing for your husband at all. I mean, you are, but see, women are they're misunderstanding, I think, that relationship between God and a man. You can't praise God and not do it for your man. You can't say God Almighty and then here on earth you're not producing those applications so that people know what your heart is. Exactly. You saying that that's your intention, but you're not doing it, so somebody lying. And your actions are accurate. You know what I mean? So that's why women are having a hard time with men. Because we're communicating one thing, but we're doing something else, and so the men are confused. So if I'm mad, right? Anytime I've ever been mad, you know what I really was? Sad. And so I got to show the appropriate feeling. If you show mad, somebody's going to show mad back. If you show sad, somebody's going to show help. You see what I mean? So making sure, and women now, that is so appropriate. You don't have to be told how to feel happy. You just feel happy, right? But you do need to be instructed with what to do with unhappy. Unhappy, we need to take that somewhere and use it. You can't just be unhappy and stay right there. Because now you're turning your man off because you're not happy for yourself. Fuck him. Forget him. You're not happy for yourself now. And isn't you being happy important? So you need to let other people know how they can make you happy. Does that make sense? You still with me? Now, women don't understand. Remember I said the application of this. Men understand things in a certain way. You looking nice all the time? That's a form of respect to a man. If you look pretty, he feels like you're respecting him. That's just that.
Yeah, it was just true.
I take care of this girl. She takes care of herself. Look at how happy she is. He can show you off. You can tell how happy she is. Look at the twinkle in her eye. She takes care and precision with how she represents our family as a brand. You know what I mean? She's a brand ambassador. It doesn't matter that she's going to the grocery store. She always looks beautiful. We're talking about a high quality, professional level wife. It's your job to get up and get dressed and look beautiful. That's what he's paying. Listen, no disrespect, but watch this. He is paying for it. And that's the only thing that people seem to understand as value is money. But the value of the relationship is going to be the quality of the bond and the quality of the connection.
Right.
Now, some people have to pay for this intellect. They have to pay for this understanding, though. They have to, like, I have to charge you for you to understand that when your husband comes home, stop everything so you can be ready to kiss him. But you have to show him you're ready. Hey, babe, watch this. Hey, I'm ready. Show him, like, hey, I'm ready. Stop what you're doing. Wash your hands. You see what I'm saying? If you're cooking, take it off. The man is home. Okay? Everything else can wait. But you can't have that mindset when you have a job. You start to put your job ahead of everything that you need to do. It's the reason that you're getting up in the morning and getting dressed. But no women think this. Does this make sense to you? No women agree. They never see this. They don't know that their jobs are stressing them out. They don't know that your job is the reason that you're dying early. You stressed about your boss. You could work for the boss, and the boss just requires that you cook dinner. That's all the boss requires you to do. He requires you to just be yourself. When you're a housewife, you are taken care of just for being your best, most virtuous self. That's it. That's what you're doing.
About what you were saying on
Yep.
that. I deal with a lot. I have majority of my employees. It's probably like a 60 to 45 range between women and men. Because most of them are women. You know? And I tell them a long time about other women or just anything, any issue or something. Like somebody gets on their nerve and they walk around frowning and say, "Oh, let's see her." I said, "Do you know you're only here for 8 hours today?"
No, she doesn't know.
But I mean, things you have to deal with life issues every day. That shouldn't wear you down.
No, it shouldn't, but it is.
You should handle, hear what's going on, do what needs to be done, and go home and be happy. Or stay happy, period.
You should go home. That's what I'm suggesting.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, I'm like, when you bring your outside in,
you shouldn't.
You cannot bring your troubles from wherever it is.
You shouldn't. If it's a woman, she probably don't even want to be there for real. Women are saying they love, watch this, you love working so much. But how can you love it more than your kids? How could you love it more than your family? Because they go without everything that you're providing for us, all this happy and whatever, the will for stress that you're willing to hold on to for your job. You don't feel like that would be better spent with your family? You see what I'm saying? You don't think like I could be stressing over a meal or who gets fed or banquets. I could be worried about that at home. No, a woman is there for money. A woman is there to be a hoe for the job. And honestly, guys are there because a lot of times because they like it. Like if you really were doing what you truly just love to do for yourself, you would do it for yourself and it would be fine. It wouldn't be stress surrounding it. So y'all need to, and I'm just trying to get people to feel like that, understand that, but you know why they don't get it? Because you got a job. Like I don't really work a job. Even being a barber, it's like it's not even a job. It's not even a job.
So it's basically your occupation. This is your career.
It is, but like you don't feel like
you
that work.
Yeah, you control it because for one, you're doing something that I believe you love to do. You do it well.
Yeah, well. Because you socializing most of the day.
Yeah.
Watch this. This part is nothing. You really just socializing. As a barber, you socializing. So when you're at the barber shop, you're socializing all day. You're just socializing all day. It's just stuff happening. You're laughing. And then you look down and the fade is almost done. But most of it is maybe the conversation maybe, or most of it is like what's going on. So I'm like, well, I'm into it. Listen, I'm into it now. But if women truth be told, I don't love cutting more than I love being available like to my kids though. So do you really love it? That's where I'm having an
Well,
issue.
no, but the thing is
Because
that
I'm
I
like,
think you're in love with both, but one outweighs the other.
definitely,
Two outweighs the other.
one is useful to the other.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
And if it's useful to the other,
for
then
them, but it's that you can allot
watch
the time
this.
needed for them and for this.
Now, watch this. If I am a barber and I have the skill set, why would I not, if I don't want to work because I say I want to have a husband instead of a job, my husband's my provider now, I still want to cut, right? Do I still really love cutting, or do I love, what do I love about the cutting? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the kiki? Because we've already established that the kiki is because this is something that I could do while I'm having to be a provider for myself. This is a comfortable profession for me to provide for myself in, right? But if I now rely on my husband, then what's the motivation to continue to come here so strong? Because it will always oppose, I have younger children. It's always going to oppose my family life when people really need to get a haircut. So if I'm just cutting for the fun of it, then that's not really useful at the hours that I'm truly available. You see how that goes? So then that means that, should I do nothing with that skill set? No. I should make it more marketable. I should make it more marketable. I should market toward moms who want to maybe learn how to save a bill on cutting their son's hair. You want to learn how to save a bill? I'll teach you how to cut your son's hair. Bring me your clippers and I'll show you whatever clipper setup you have. I'll help you use that clipper setup for what you want to offer. Or, we can go and I can select for you clippers for your family, a clipper setup for your family. And you can set this situation up at your house. This is just a skill. The reason why I have to be licensed is not, is because I'm servicing the public. You're not servicing the public, you're servicing your family. They're not paying you. This is just a skill set that you're doing for free. So I'm qualified to teach you that. I don't have to be a teacher to teach you what I know, right? My experience, right?
Once you learn the basics, you most likely
you're gonna go manipulate it.
It'll automatically come together. You know what I'm saying? When you want to try to do something else or what have you.
Yep.
And then if you think you're doing it for your kids and your husband, there isn't that many damn things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you do want to let your husband have that time of going to the barbershop.
Yes, you
Even
do.
if his wife is a barber.
Exactly.
You might want to do that, but you do allow that man to
but
go and
maybe,
do that man.
watch this, that you having the skill set sets him up because he may not be able to get into his barber. He has a wife, his wife is a professional barber. Listen, my wife is I have a professional wife. I have a certified wife. She is a certified chef. She knows how to feed 10 people within 25 minutes. She can prepare and plate for 10 people. My wife. Yes, seriously.
Right,
yes,
right,
no,
yeah.
yes.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah.
Exactly. Now you're talking. She knows how to do this professionally. Any women that say now, this is a fact. You should, as a woman, be able to cook a meal for at least 6 people within 25 minutes. People say it's not possible because you're not doing it. You don't see that. I can cook for me and 2 kids, all fresh food in 20 minutes. Right? In 20 minutes. That 25, you get 5 minutes for plating the food. For all foods and setting the table.
One thing started another one, get everything together, bye-bye, we're done.
Exactly.
Let's eat.
But that's part of your professional wiving. It's your professional job to keep your man interested in you by keeping yourself interesting. All you have to do is stay interesting. To keep the man interested, just be interesting. You find things of interest for him. You see what I'm saying? Like, you find things that are interesting. You're doing it for yourself, but just that's how you remain interesting to him. He's going to have his own things that he's going to be doing that don't have nothing to do with you. Just consider your interests. Because a woman is going to be thinking globally for other people. She's going to be thinking about how to help others. And men love that about women. Yeah, go ahead, honey. Go help the world. Do it, boo. Do your thing.
One thing I know about me being a man, I'm more supportive of women doing anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's in your heart, that's what you want to do. I got your back.
But this is the problem, that
But-
the women are trying to get jobs that really don't make them.
But man, I
That's
mean,
the issue.
no, and that's
They
yeah,
want to
that's
be home.
true too.
I want a man. I
But
want
then you
kids.
get something that they once they get it, they forget what they already have. You know what I'm saying? Like they can be fighting, they can have this here,
They
but once
want
they're
a
going
family.
fighting for that.
Listen, that's what they want a family.
Yeah, they want a family, but they
That's
don't
it.
know how to. They don't know how to balance it. They don't know how to know what I'm saying, the time and what.
No, they don't.
What
They're
you,
men.
You know, so what you're supposed to be here for this and that and that.
The women are very
everything else.
masculine. They don't know. I'm for real. They think like men. I'm gonna tell you how I know they think like men, right? They don't know what to do. Men know what to do when they get service. Okay? When they get service, they know what to do. When women who are in masculine energy get served, it makes them uncomfortable.
Right, gotcha.
Okay? Feminine women know how to get served because they serve. So they know the posture of the servant and the served, right? They know both postures. But if it's a woman in masculine energy, and that's where she lives, and she probably lives there if she's single, she lives in masculine energy all the time. That's why no one has married you yet, because you're so masculine. That's what keeps you single, is your masculinity. Your femininity requires and attracts men to you and to want to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
When you start behaving in a feminine manner, when you start thinking about others, right? Now, Nika, what do you need? Like, I'm just saying. I'm out at this. I know you've been in Union.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you tell me about that bar, man? That was a very swanky, cool spot. Union Market Grill or whatever.
Yeah.
Union Oyster Bar.
Yeah.
Very swanky. I was loving it. Swanky.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I can't wait for the new space. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do with my new spot. My new thing, my blogging thing. So my new thing is this Rapunzel Noir business, okay? I'm going here. Rapunzel Noir means black Rapunzel. And so I'm going to be spreading this message of the new professional wife. Obviously, it's a fairy tale because it's escaping many women of America.
Well,
She's like a leprechaun.
Yeah, well, but not really. I mean, the thing is that you still have another generation behind you. The ones that, like your peers, have already been society. You know what I mean? Is that they basically comfortable with what they're already doing and cannot. I feel like they can't break themselves out of.
So you feel like the demographic needs to hit the younger crowd?
Yes, I mean, because even where
you know what, they have to be. I'm gonna tell you what they have to be. I'm sorry, go ahead and finish.
No, something had I don't know what I saw or what have you, where they were basically talking about the woman in the household or the woman in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? It was like, why it's not meant in a derogatory way, or you know, some way that the woman's supposed to be in the barefoot in the kitchen and things like that, what have you. But meaning that should be able to maintain a career and that to being a mom and a wife. You know what I'm saying?
No, you shouldn't.
But okay, yeah.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. I'm just gonna hit the stone marker right there.
Okay, but let's check this out now.
That's wrong.
Because a lot of women had to do that because a lot of men
They did it wrong too.
a lot of men was taken
They were.
away from them to where they had to be that
Yeah, but they should have gotten
father
better.
but when you've been done,
Got a
you
new
raise
husband.
the whole
Should have a new
kid.
husband. You ain't know how.
You
Nobody
try,
told
but
you
then
how.
that's when the man don't want to be with the woman that
Not
got
true.
100. That's then. I'm talking about then.
Nope. I think maybe so, but these days, I think that women lack the skill set to attract healthy men, to recognize healthy men, and so they don't think there are many healthy men. But many men are very healthy. It's women who don't know how to speak to them in a healthy way. And so a man is not going to tolerate you continuously belittling him, continuously nagging him. He's not going to tolerate that. He's not going to want to marry you.
And then also, it could be them not willing to accept, man, a hello or just a gesture from a man.
No, women
Single.
don't like hello. I got
That's
a
what I'm
tap
saying.
online. They don't like hellos. They don't like being told to smile. They said it's their body, and that they said it's their body, and nobody should tell them what to do with their body. That's what they said. I thought it was crazy. One girl called me a scrotum sucker because of it. I was like, well, ma'am, not to be lewd or rude or anything, but that is what adults do, honey. And I do like guys. Look at how she tried to use that as an insult to men. That is what I do to men. Stupid. You stupid girl. That's exactly what I do. Don't you? What are you talking about? Like, you're trying to hurt my feelings by telling me how I got this beautiful house. Okay? This man is rich.
Right.
You working hard. I'm hardly working. You know what I'm saying? And I do it for God. I do it. I do it for the big man upstairs. Y'all tripping. But these men, these motherfuckers. It's cool. Listen. She was very upset online telling me this. I said, oh, she's like, and I'm married to a woman. You must be married to a man, but he must not be very masculine. Only feminine men like masculine women. So if you are attracted to be one of these wildebeests who walk around with these weird wigs on, and these women are really starting to look scary. Like a bunch of hats and aliases. Man, you look like a tranny. And you know what they never seen? Yeah, they look like Paris is burning. You couldn't cut it as a man. Look at all of this. That's a joke. You couldn't cut it. You couldn't cut it as a man. So it had to go to a woman. That joke was funny. That was a funny movie. But whole time, Paris is burning, man. But real life, that's just what it is. So these women out here, you couldn't cut it as a woman. You couldn't grow your hair, huh? You bald head scallywag. A gentleman I had lunch with one time showed it to me. It's right in the Bible that people will lose their hair and go bald. He said, that's why all these women going bald. It's a curse. We got to get back to Israel. I said, you might be right about that one because they far away from the king with that bald head on their head. They going bald because, listen, you can't grow you cannot grow no hair if you don't put your hair in the sun. If you're wearing a lot of weaves, your scalp is very sad. And what's weird is if they take off all that hair, your scalp don't even look like it can support this much hair. Like your scalp is not in the condition to yield that much hair.
Like you're not putting it on as you put your hat on, and then that the weave or the wig.
Your hair is getting. Have you ever seen the Little Mermaid? When she was showing, Ursula had all them poor unfortunate souls. They had all these little anemone joints.
Yeah.
That's what your hair look like. All of your hair strands looking dead like them joints. Because you don't put it in the sun. They don't be putting that stuff in the sun. You gotta put your hair in the sun so it can grow. Your hair needs H2O, nigga. So you thinking you doing a protective style in a wig, your scalp is like, nigga, give us free. That's my junk, like this one. See, that's why I can't do on Facebook Live and shit, because I be hope a little black boy grows. But my next junk, hey, at the new spot, that's what we're going to be doing. Broadcasting. Because this John right here.
You said Pete Preston gonna be there?
Yup, and Sorelli. St. Father and
Also, Mike, the other day too, I went to get my feedback.
Who?
Right.
Who?
Right.
What about
I
him?
saw him in the shop.
Yeah.
When I went to get my feedback.
Not gonna have my feedback. Yeah.
I went to get my feedback. First of all, I was just going to get a shape up. But he had left. Him and what's going on?
I be having to catch them, niggas. Stay having to catch them. But watch, I have to be near the dudes and stuff. I can't just be sitting here being with the girls all day. It's not very fun. Damn, fuck it up. And watch this, and I'm gonna make sure. They're still building it, so I'll be able to probably give you a better. I'll be able to give you a better estimate of time in probably mid to late December. But I'm gonna do the I'm gonna really adjust the scheduling so that it's gonna be easier to get a drop schedule. That's what I'm training it for. Watch this. That's what I'm training the timing for. That you can get in and out. That you can just find a quick spot. You know? But
we're going to Jersey next weekend.
Okay.
Now we're going to doing an overnight shopping trip. And party.
I said pop maybe.
That should be interesting.
Because at the party.
So they have a 56 passenger party bus.
Nice. That sounds like
It leaves at 8 o'clock in the morning with my earphones.
Drinking and out and spending money. Yeah. Drinking shop. That sounds very dangerous. My credit card.
I'm drunk.
I cannot shop drunk at all. That would be a terrible thing. Oh my God. Come out with everything wrong. No. Okay.
So now I'll just do mimosas, get like the family to Jersey, shop, get something to eat, check in the hotel, go to the party. Yeah.
I need to hit up a party. That's why I was just like, honestly.
And hope I can make the bus.
Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of pressure to win right here.
But our checkout is at 12. We're not leaving early in the morning. We're not leaving at 12.
You should. We're drinking and shopping. What psycho came up with that damn idea?
Crazy ass.
No, he is crazy. Let's drink. What did I tell you? That's how men go. Drink and spend money. What in the world?
Party bus. Party
shopping bus. That actually, but you know what? I can see how that makes sense. Is he a big guy? Little dude?
Tall.
He's tall?
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like it. So that's my point. He's big and he's spending time. Not spending big, but it's a big time. You see, it's a very jolly time.
All his friends.
Come, let's do this.
But see,
that's
all of us, like all the friends, everybody is straight fucking professional. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
but they
like,
gotta have a place
and it's
to.
a getaway. It's a basic getaway. He's like, yo, he said, man, we need a Christmas shopping trip. He's like, Jersey.
That would be fun. That's smart.
So I'm gonna go block the hotel. I'm like, oh shit.
Creep, yeah.
We can get a party bus.
Yeah, y'all viciously partying. Wait a minute, y'all.
Hotel room is $100, $105. Bus trip $85. Book your hotel first, then get the bus. Oh shit.
Hey, bro. Yeah, hey.
For the hotel, sold out before the bus trip.
But that's a skill, right? That's a skill. That's a skill what he just did to gather people like that. He mavened the heck out of that situation. He really mavened it.
But you know when you have that one good guy that everybody like he's like an ear. Like he wanna, you know what I'm saying? He'll joke with you, but like if you got something serious, he'll listen to you. But then he'll tell you like some shit. Sometimes like you ask him some shit. He said, you already got your answer, but that, what you mean? He said, you're intelligent, you'll find it out. Trust me. So you think you be like bullshit, like what? And like seriously, like you walk away from the banner, or the next day, you be like, this motherfucker hate on me. So you already
He was
got
right.
the answer.
He just put it to you.
Said,
he just put you on the path.
But when you go back to him on that, right? He said, no. When you were talking to me, you had already answered your question or what you were trying to find out from me. You had already said it. I just wanted you to analyze what you were saying so you can hear what you said.
Because you told it to me.
Because you already told it to me. You didn't tell it to yourself. I was like, and that's how I feel. I said, damn, I did say that.
Yes, you
He
did.
was like, oh shit. He was like, see? He said, all my friends intelligence. I'm like, he said, I'm stupid at times too, but hell, I realized I know what the fuck I'm doing once I sober up. I'm like, you dumb.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I'm gonna get the, what I say?
Just shampoo, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honey,
I love this stuff.
do I have, that's still have this condition? I think they do it.
Do you have any?
No, which one do I have?
There's moisturizer.
Yeah, I got that.
And
That's
that's
what I
plenty
got.
of crap.
Oh, no,
But you don't have that much hair.
I don't know. I don't put that much on.
Yeah. So that's you're using it.
I wash my hair like twice a week. I mean, not really, but I try to wash it.
That's
On
good.
Sunday, then I wash it again. So,
That's perfect.
but I was off. I mean, like my days was off this week, so I like I wash my hair because once I didn't plan on getting the, since I booked it yesterday.
No, that's perfect. Listen, and you know what? I put that picture out there easily. I put extra appointments available. I knew it was there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start going through it a little better so I can make sure that people can get them drop-ins in case they're not paying attention to them.